Alright, welcome back to a new episode. Now, last episode was working on the side skirts. The episode of that was on the SVX. Back on, well, not really the side skirts, but just kind of bits and pieces today. Got something really, really fun for the front of the Brat, which I've been waiting to get for a long time. I just didn't have the money because I had no job. But we're back on buying parts again. Today, bits and pieces day, but we should have something kind of cool to have a thumbnail with. Anyway, so obviously we've got that far with this side skirt. Now we obviously need to do the other side. The other side is looking like that. So the main thing we need to do is get this bit here made, which means more fiberglassing of that. So I'm going to do that real quick and then move on to some fun stuff, which is right there. So just going to repeat the process like I did on the other side skirt. Just going to blast 2 layers of whatever 350 GSM it is onto my mold board thing. Let that cook, and then I'm just going to play around with some other stuff. I'll play around with that shiny. It's not shiny at all. It's very unshiny. New box of parts. Right, that's cooking right now. I don't need to do anything to that. I can just leave that for weeks, whatever. Now I'm jumping the gun massively with this part. I didn't need to buy it. Now I have a massive problem with sticking to one thing. And I wanted to kind of give myself an idea of how the front end would look with this on. So let's open this package. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. It's pretty dull in the scheme of things. Well, I don't think it is actually, and you might not, but let's open it and have a look. Okay, so we have our universal front mount Mishimoto intercooler. Now that thing is obviously going to go in here. I spoke about it before. Obviously going to do a WRX swap in this. Now the WRX comes with the turbo from factory, as we know, with the top mount intercooler. If the car from standard's got a scoop on the top with a top mount intercooler, I don't mind that. When it's an aftermarket scoop on the bonnet, I don't like that look. I think it looks a bit odd. So I am going to go for a front mount, obviously because I've just bought one. So let's kind of put that in and see if we can well, I'm going to put it from underneath and see if I can kind of get it into place to give you an idea of how it's going to look. I'll set you up. Hopefully there's enough room in here for this, because otherwise, well, I don't know what otherwise is. Oh my god, oh, that's a tight fit. Ah, yes. No, I haven't planned this out at all. I haven't really. No, yeah, I haven't thought about this at all. So I don't think I actually got any materials to mount this. Cool, this episode's going well. Yeah, I didn't buy anything. Just look at it again and make sure that it looks cool. Yeah, that looks cool. So the plan is, obviously the intercooler piping is going to run along here, and then there will be provisions to put the piping in there. I've got an idea for this as well here. I just need someone to come round with a 3D scanner to do that. There was something else that was supposed to turn up. Hopefully it turns up in the next couple of days and I can add this into the episode so it's not so boring. Anyway, let's make oh yeah, I got a new banner. Let's put that up. Jesus Christ. Today's going well. A little bit to add to the collection now. That's probably going to change that area because think I've said this like a million times before. I'm just trying to maximize this workspace as much as possible and get it as aesthetically pleasing as possible. So yeah, there's going to be some units up there. If anyone has got any old kitchen wall units that they don't want, let me know. I need some to put up here for storage. So the idea is, as we're looking at this section, you know, cabinets all the way across the top, pegboard, and then a shallow bench there. So it's like another little workstation, just so when I'm working here, I don't have to keep them going back and forth to yeah, do stuff. And I need to get rid of a lot of this. Well, I need to get rid of it. I just need to put it somewhere. Also, this has become a dumping ground, and also this rear bumper. Now, another thing I need to fix is this horrible gap. So this bumper is yeah, as you know, I was crashed into. That bumper needs to get changed out for that other one. So at some point I need to work out how to sort all this out. That's going to get painted soon, but yeah, I need to work out how to do that because I don't have anywhere to paint. Well, I do, but there's a car there. So what I'd have to do is I'd have to make a temporary booth, get some, you know, PVC piping and some unions, and make a little booth that I can actually, well, like a reusable booth I can, you know, dismantle and put back together again when I need to. I'm going to have to do that at some point. So I need somewhere to keep this car for a bit. So I want to get those bits painted and done before September, August. So I've got, you know, not long. Let's refine this a little bit more. Right, that spiraled out of control slightly. I was like, oh, I'll just tidy up the end cap, and then ended up doing, yeah, all of that. Finished, well, yeah, didn't really do any of that because that's gonna have stuff done to it naturally. Let's chuck it on and see how ridiculous it looks. Yeah, that's going to look absolutely wild when it's done. Pretty happy with that as well. That's come out really well. That is pretty flat just from touching it, but yeah, it's going to need. Oh, yeah, that's going to need some. That's going to need some extra work. All right, so the front bumper's definitely been missing something, and that is the OEM indicators. So Brian from 86 Aero hooked me up with his friend who hooked me up with some brand new AE86 indicators for the bumper. Let's see what we got. Left hand. So that's gonna. Oh yeah, that's so cool. That's so much better. So that's not gonna be a plug and play, obviously. I'm probably not gonna wire them in just because there's no real point. But I'm gonna put them in. So let's just stick those in, and then what I'll probably do is just kind of put some bits and pieces back here and see how it looks, and maybe put the intercooler in there just to get the overall picture. That's wild how much that's changed that. That looks so cool. That looks amazing. Yeah, it's stupid. It's crazy. I don't know if it's stupid. Yeah, it's crazy how much that has changed that. What I think I'm going to do is quickly put on the rest of the front, the grille and the headlight surrounds. Just temporarily, obviously. They're going to come straight off, but I just want to get a look of how it looks. Okay, so bear with me. Alright, so that's just temporarily on there, but it looks so cool. So I may have explained this before. We have our extra side light here and our indicator as well. Now we have our new indicator here. We don't need this indicator. And this side light is an extra side light. We've got high and low on here, so we don't really need that. So we don't need this section at all. So there's going to be a 3D printed blank for this here, so that's going to be completely covered up. So the whole thing is just going to be black all the way across the front, which is going to look really cool, like really mean. Down here in the middle, obviously we're going to have an intercooler, and then I need to get this whole area 3D scanned, and I want to do like the Impressor STIs have that kind of that blank that goes over where the fog light will go. I want to do something like that, but with also a little bit of a twist. So you've got all the the kind of holes covered, as it were. The only one that's open is going to be this one here, which obviously feeds the radiator along with this one here. So I don't want to block out anything. The intercooler barely touches where the radiator finishes, so I'm not going to be blocking any flow into the radiator, which is great. So because before it kind of did with the old bumper, it just went straight across. So plenty of airflow in there, we're all good. Let's just mock up that intercooler for fun and see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm so stoked with how this is looking right now. It's unreal. I can't wait to get what I want there, get those blanks sorted, all the fitment bits and pieces, little details. Obviously you can see the front there, the front of the bonnet. I want to extend the steel work down to meet those points so it looks like it's supposed to be like that. Loads of stuff to do, But that looks wild. You know, and you can imagine the whole thing in white. That's going to look absolutely nuts. Man, that's a huge boost. I think I'm going to leave it there for that episode. So the next episode, I'm probably going to start working on the rear over fenders. That's going to be pretty intense. And I need to do the other side skirt. I'll do that behind the scenes so you guys don't have to be subject to lots of sanding and fiberglassing again. But we can get onto, yeah, making this. Well, start making this the width it's supposed to be. I mean, this is going to be, yeah, coming out quite a lot more. So, yeah, at least another couple of inches. It's going to be pretty wild. So stick around. I appreciate you guys very much, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.
Subscribe, you fools.